Welcome to this joyous event. It is a privilege of the University of the Free State to welcome all our graduates with their relatives and friends to the ceremony. In order to maintain the solemnity of the program, you are requested to take note of the following. Please rise as soon as the procession enters the Kali Human Center. Please do not move around during the program to take photos. An official photographer will be taking photographs of the ceremony. No video recordings may be made. A videographer contracted by the UFS will be recording the ceremony. Please refrain from actions such as whistling. Please switch off your mobile phone now or activate the silent option. We shall try to ensure that the ceremony proceeds in a dignified manner without allowing it to continue for too long. Therefore, please do not leave the auditorium before the proceedings have ended. At the end of the ceremony, after the singing of the national anthem, please remain standing until the procession has left the stage. Thank you for your cooperation and support. Enjoy the special event with us.
Hello. May I have your attention, please, everybody? Ke kadima ditsebe tsa lona bana beso. My name is Paul. Don't ask me why. I'm called Paul, and that's enough. I am your host this morning. I have a simple responsibility. My job is to be a queue marshal at a taxi rank. I have been given an assignment to wash your feet, and I'll try by all means to do that. Please turn with me to page number 2 of your programs, those of you that have programs. Ke a le dumedisa bana beso. Ke bitswa Paul, ska la mpotsa hobaneng. Mosebetsi wa ka ke ho hlatswa maoto a lona hoseng tjena. Ke tshwana le ntate yane a le fodisang di-taxing hoseng. On page 2 of the program, we have order arrangements during the ceremony I want to draw your attention to. When the procession enters the hall, you will be requested to please rise. My colleagues that are dressed like me will indicate to you, and please cooperate with us and stand. Ha mokoloko o kena ka mona ka holong re tla le kopa hore le eme ka maoto mmoho le rona le bana ba lona ho ba fa hlompho e ba tshwanetseng moketing ona. Re tla le bontsha hore ke nako e feng e loketseng ya ho ema. May we please humbly request you to stop moving up and about once we start with the procession. Even if your friend is seated on the other side, you are not going to walk over here and go there. Please, we want to have a ceremony with dignity. Re a le kopa baratuwa, ha re qala ka mosebetsi, le dule mo le dutseng teng, ho ska ba le batho ba tswang le ba kenang, ho etsetsa hore mosebetsi wa rona o be le seriti. Please refrain from whistling as part of your celebrating the achievements of your children. This is once a decent gathering. It's not like other gatherings where it is just normal to whistle because we want to respect other people next to us. Re a le kopa baratuwa, ha re thabela bana ba rona, re ba didielletse, re ba opela diatla, re etse jwalo ka hlompho. Ha re na botho, re batho. Batho ba nang le botho ke batho ba kadimang botho. Rona re batho, ke karolo ya rona eo. Lebaka ke hobane ngwana e mong le e mong ya tlang stage mona o ema mona lebitso la hae le a bitswa hore batswadi ba hae le metswalle ba utlwe ba mo opele matsoho a fete. Ka mora hae immediately ho na le ngwana e mong batswadi ba hae le metswalle ba batla ho utlwa lebitso la hae ba mo thabele le yena. Ha re fananeng hlompho eo. Thirdly, we would please ask you to keep your cell phones on the silent mode if you can. Ha ona le cell phone e tshwanang le ya ka e tlileng le di furniture ha di tlo deliverwa e senang silent mode. Ke kopa o nthuse re itime moratuwa. Ha re hloke o nka di call ka nako e re tsweletseng pele ka procession. For those of you who have brought children into the ceremony, we don't want to lock them outside. It will be inhuman. But do us a favor and please take care of your children. Keep them next to you, keep them under control. They should not be running up and about during the ceremony. Batswadi ba tlileng le bana, re a le kopa hleng. Bolokang bana ba lona ba le ho lona, ba se kenne ba ya hodimo le tlase, ba tshwenyana le tsamaiso ya mokete. Welcome, enjoy the ceremony with us, and be as happy as you can, but in the most decent way that you can. Re a le amohela, thabela mokete ona le rona, le thabele bana ba lona ka tsela e hlomphehileng. Re a leboha.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. By virtue of the power vested in me as Chancellor, I hereby constitute this congregation of the University of the Free State for the conferment of degrees in the Faculty of Humanities. I therefore confer degrees on all the candidates that the Dean presents to this congregation. In addition, I hereby confer degrees on those candidates whose names appear in the program, but who are not present here today. I'm going to deviate slightly from the usual procedure at this point. I'll simply say, please be seated. No, I'm not saying that. I'm telling you what I would usually say at this point. But I'm going to ask us to observe a moment of silence in recognition and in display of our displeasure and sadness and shame as we as South Africans watch South Africans kill other Africans because they feel that they have no right to be in this South Africa. Many of us feel particularly ashamed of the developments that started in KZN, deepened in Durban, maybe spreading to Johannesburg. And we feel that South Africans of sound mind must, in whatever way or form, express their disagreement and displeasure and shame at what is happening in our beloved country, on our beloved continent. So can I please ask all of us, even graduates, to take off whatever we're wearing on our heads and observe a moment of silence. I thank you, and please be seated.
Goeiemorgen, Tumelang, good morning to you all. Welcome to this graduation of the 2014 class in the Faculty of Humanities. I would like to welcome to the ceremony the Chancellor of the University, Dr. Hudson Mokele, the Vice-Chancellor and Rector, Professor Jansen, Vice-Rector Operations, Professor Nikki Morgan, the Deans of the faculties or their representatives, the President of the SRC, and I would like especially to welcome our new Head of Department in the Department of Communications, Professor Miri Riviera. Hope that you have a good time with us. Welcome to this ceremony. But over and above all of them, actually the important people are you, the graduates. So welcome and congratulations. Well done to all of you. Welcome to your family members and friends, and I hope that all of you enjoy this important occasion. This morning, the university is conferring degrees in the broad social sciences. We are doing this at the juncture in which South African reality looks really sad. Our society seems to be imploding and being capable of eating itself. We need the trained minds of social scientists to help us think through what has gone wrong with us and what are the possible solutions for this. So, 2014 class, you are doubly welcome because your country also needs you. Don't forget that. Into some housekeeping matters for the conduct of this ceremony. The university makes use of official photographers who are present in the hall today. However, areas on the campus have been allowed to a number of freelance photographers for the purpose of photographing graduates. These photographs are not accredited, and the university, therefore, has no control over the quality of their photographs. Those of you who have arrived after the pre-ceremony announcements are asked to look closely at page 2 of the graduation program. Today is a time to celebrate the achievement of each graduate. And hearing the full names of each student being announced is very important to everyone. You are therefore asked to limit cheers and loud exclamations, making them short enough for everyone to be able to hear the announcement of the name of the next student. Please be aware that leaving the hall during the ceremony is a distraction to the audience, and this is particularly so during performance by artists. You are also asked to please switch off your cell phone. We are here to concentrate on the purpose of this actual ceremony. Thank you very much. Professor Jansen.
Goeiemorgen allemaal. Good morning, everyone. I would like to call to the stage a very special Kofsi this morning. Her name is Elzaan van den Berg. Now, Elzaan van den Berg will graduate with a B.Ed, the Bachelor of Education, Foundation Phase degree tomorrow. And the reason she's here is because she won the Miss Deaf South Africa 2014, and on that occasion also won the talent section of the prestigious event. Elzaan's focus is on teaching basic sign language to hearing parents with deaf babies. She believes that hearing people should be made more aware of the deaf culture and its language. This will eventually lead to deafness no longer being perceived as a disability. She believes that you should never allow any disability to stand in the way of achieving your dreams. Elzaan is on her way to Prague in Europe, where she will represent South Africa in the Miss Deaf World competition, which competition she will also win. And so on behalf of the University of the Free State, Elzaan, ek wil net vir jou sê, ons is baie, 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 baie trots op jou. As you can see, she is not only stunningly beautiful, but my wife and I spent time with her at the Schindler's game when we basically gave the Northwest University a horrible hiding. And we understood this young woman not just to be beautiful, but also to be, as they say in Free State English, 'n ordentlike mens. Please send her on her way with our congratulations.
It is my pleasure to introduce to you our speaker for this graduation ceremony. Leanne Manas is a multiple award-winning South African TV presenter that has graced our screens for over a decade. Not many broadcasters can boast having had live TV experiences 5 days a week for 12 years. She is currently the anchor of SABC2 flagship program, Morning Live. Leanne qualified as a speech and drama teacher at London Trinity College and has also an honors degree in English. She started her career as a weekend and late-night news anchor for Talk Radio 702, and then moved to Jonic Publishing African Business Channel, where she became the news anchor for Classic FM. She has also done extensive work for radio stations across South Africa. Leanne started off her television career as the main news anchor for South Africa's business channel Summit Television. She also produced and presented a series called IT News. She took a keen interest in finance journalism and completed a postgraduate diploma in economic journalism. I hope that the students in communications are listening to this. After anchoring for 2 years at Summit, Leanne joined the SABC in 2003 and presented 2 programs on SABC3, Business Update and Business Focus. It was after the 2004 national elections, where Leanne took on the role of one of the lead anchors, that she was asked to take over the reins of Morning Live. She assumed that post on 1st August 2004 and is still going strong. Please help me welcome her today.
Monday, it is the 2nd of August. Good morning, Sanbonani Molweni. Welcome to Morning Live, and we also welcome Leanne Manners. Leanne, welcome. Good morning.
Thank you very much. Good morning, Boya, and a very good morning to all of you. It's great to be here. I'm really looking forward to being part of the Morning Live family and also waking up with you, South Africa, every morning. What drives me is making a difference in people's lives, and it may sound bizarre, but it really is true. When you work on such a powerful program such as Morning Live, it has such an influence on people's lives, and the correspondence you get from people really motivates me and inspires me every single morning. When it doesn't matter what it is, if people are having a good day and you can somehow put a smile on their face or give them a little bit of hope.
I think one of the things that has really helped me in my success was the ability to get opportunities. In this industry, you need opportunities, and once you get those opportunities, it's obviously up to you to work exceptionally hard. I am most passionate about doing the best that I can. I've been given certain talents in my life, and I would like to use them to the best of my ability. I never ever want to end my life saying, what if? And I should have done it better. I want to be in a position and do it the best that I can. That's what I've done all the time. I've done every opportunity and taken every opportunity and used it to my fullest so far, and I'll continue to do that in no matter what other field I choose to be in.
Well, a very, very good morning to all of you, and thank you so much for having me be here and have the honor of addressing you on this unbelievably special occasion for you, because it really is. It's a day you're not going to forget very, very quickly. It's a day you're going to remember for, I can tell you, the rest of your lives. It's an exciting day, and thank you for having me be a part of it. I really have been trying to remember myself. Around 20 years ago, I stand here and I age myself for you. It was about 20 years ago that I sat in this exact position. I remember the sense of excitement that filled me and the endless possibilities that awaited me in the so-called real world. It was my time. I had worked really hard and I was ready for the world, and it was spectacular wonders that awaited me. I really was. I was ready. Or was I? Don't fool yourself. No one is ever ready to enter the real world. It's a place where dreams are made, and it's a place where dreams are destroyed. It's a place that nothing can prepare you for, even this unbelievable institution called UFS. These walls have cushioned you for the last few years and nurtured you into the amazing individuals that you are. So all I can tell you is to take what you have learnt and let it guide you. Unfortunately, there is no rule book that anybody can give you that will make your journey easier, because in reality, it's not meant to be easy. Because if life was easy, it wouldn't be fun. It really wouldn't be. That's what makes life so interesting. One thing I can tell you is that you will laugh, you will cry, you will love, you will hate, you are going to throw in the towel, and you are going to give up. But I promise you, you're going to enjoy it, even if you don't realize it at the time. But what I want you to do today is to promise yourself that through it all, you will remain true to yourself and to that passion that you feel inside of you as you sit here today. I love what I do. I really do. I didn't always love what I did. I did a lot of things to get to where I am today. But deep down, I knew that something better was waiting for me every step of the way, and every journey that I took, and every opportunity that I grasped. It was hard, it wasn't easy, but I enjoyed it. No one will believe me when I tell you that I even used to dress up as a clown on weekends and go and paint faces at children's parties. I did that. I'm sure you've done bizarre jobs as well, but you've got to do them. You have to do them. These are the things that make you who you're going to be in the future. It was Steve Jobs who said, "You've got to find what you love. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to believe in what you do. If you haven't found it, keep looking. Don't settle. As with all matters of the heart, you'll know when you find it. It's like any great relationship. It just gets better and better as the years roll on. So keep looking until you find it. Don't settle. This life that you're living right now, this life that you've been given, is your one opportunity to make a difference, and most importantly, to be happy doing it. If it feels right in the burning cinders of your being, then let me tell you something, it is right. You may not find what you love doing in your first job, or in your second job, or even in your third job, but don't give up. Never, ever give up. We've all been there. Everybody's sitting on this stage. Everybody that you look around, that everybody's working, that you think, wow, they're so lucky. Look at them. Believe me, they've worked very, very hard to get to where they are. You will find it. You will also find it. Never, ever sell yourself short. But also, never miss out on an opportunity. Always believe that you are the best for the job, and to do it with all your heart, no matter how menial you think it is. When I started my career, I started right at the bottom, but I tell you, right at the bottom in broadcasting. I was answering phone calls on the traffic desk. I had all my degrees, and I was sitting there answering phone calls, watching everybody else get ahead of me. Or was I? I'm not sure I was, because I was watching, I was learning, I was taking the opportunity. Even though I got paid close to nothing, and believe me, I often quote and say that the paper that my check was written on was worth more than the actual money and the check itself. But I took the opportunity and I went to work every single day with the biggest smile on my face. I dressed as nicely as I possibly could. I greeted everybody. And I answered the phone the best way that anybody else ever did. I answered it with passion. And I spoke to the person who phoned in and told me about accidents. I asked them if they were okay, if it was fine. Did I need to call ambulances? Had they told the police? I didn't just take the phone call and put it down. I put more effort into it than anybody else did. But at the same time, while I was doing that job, I was like a hawk. I was looking for every other opportunity. I was reading when jobs were coming up. I was seeing where there were opportunities, and I was taking them one after the next after the next. And it didn't matter how big or small it was, I took it. It didn't matter what hours I was working. I remember working from 7 o'clock in the evening until 7 o'clock in the morning, or 5 o'clock in the evening until 5 o'clock in the morning, when there was not a single soul in that building. But I did it, and I enjoyed every single minute of it, because I knew that the experience I was getting would lead me to a better place. See the bigger picture, and ultimately, the dream will come. It reminds me of a story of two salesmen that were sent to Africa to see if there was a market to sell their product. The first salesman reported back. He told the guys, listen, this is a terrible business opportunity. No one wears shoes here. Stop the project. Let's not do it. The second salesman came on the exact same mission. He picked up the phone and he said to his guys, listen to me. This is a fantastic opportunity. Absolutely no one wears shoes here. This is the place to make money. The question you need to ask yourself sitting here, which salesman are you? We live in a country right now that needs you, and it needs you badly. It really does. You saw we opened up with a minute's silence for what's happening around us. You see that we're starting on a rather somber note this morning, but it doesn't need to be that way, because you can make a difference. We need your young, fresh, beautiful minds to see things differently and to carry forward the South African dream. Don't allow us to fail as a nation. I'm begging you. You all hold the key to change the course of history and to see the opportunity where absolutely everybody else sees no hope for us. Never underestimate yourself, but never ever think that you are better than anyone else. I beg you to never forget these days. Look around you now. Look at the people that are sitting next to you. The reality is you're probably never going to see most of these people ever again. And that's the truth. I probably see one person I went to varsity with, and I don't even see them because it's my best friend who lives in New York right now. But we're still in contact. In fact, we were WhatsApping as I was about to deliver this message, and she was reminding me how I felt today. But some of you are going to make it very big. You are, and believe that about yourselves. And some of you aren't. Some of you will make it small, and that's okay. Believe me, it's okay. All of us have different paths. All of us have different meanings in life. And don't think that someone is better than you. It's okay. It's more than okay. It's wonderful. But I want you to promise me one thing here today. Never forget the humble, hard-working person that you are sitting here today. Try not get ahead of yourself if success is your fate. Share it. You're going to leave here today and rely on someone else to give you an opportunity. Always remember that person. Always remember that opportunity and pay it forward. It was Jeff Bezos, one of the wealthiest men in the world, that said, one day you realize it is far easier to be clever than to be kind. And it's true. Greed is evil, and don't let that happen to you. Remember this innocent heart that you have right now and keep it. It's special, it's precious, and it's beautiful. I promise you. There are too many greedy people in the world who care only for themselves and success. They all started somewhere, but the problem is, somewhere along the line, they've forgotten that. Lift those around you, and you know what will happen? You will stand tall on their shoulders. In my business, and I know a lot of you are wanting to move into my business as well, because a lot of you are also wearing this beautiful yellow and, well, orange and yellow sash and are in the arts and perhaps want to move into the field that I'm in. The limelight is a big temptation. And the idea of being famous and stealing attention is a wonderful thing. But very early on in my career, I worked alongside someone who gave me the best advice, and it really was the best advice. He told me that the more you give, the more you get. And that's how I've led my career, and it's worked for me. It's the best words that have been spoken to me so far. There are not too many things I can guarantee you standing here today, but there is one thing I can guarantee you. You're going to fail. And perhaps a few times, you are going to fail. And there's nothing wrong with it. In fact, it's probably one of the best things that can happen to you. Sometimes it's through failing at something that you're actually led to your true destiny. Listen to this quote from J.K. Rowling. I can't put it any better than what she says. It is impossible to live without failing at something, unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not have lived at all, in which case you fail by default. Take chances while you are young and you are too clever for your own good. Because I know that's what you are right now. You're young, you're reckless, you're clever, and it's wonderful. Don't lose it. It's amazing. Remember this. Remember these words. Write it down. A comfort zone is a beautiful place, ladies and gentlemen, but nothing ever grows there. There's two more things I want to tell you before I go. There's so much I could tell you, but I know that I don't want to steal too much of today's time. The rise to the top must be slow. The faster the rise, the harder the fall. And falling hurts. One of the biggest problems with your generation right now is your desire and your need for speed. Slow down. Slow down. You have a long life ahead of you. You do. You want everything to come to you so fast and so quickly and easily. It's not easy. Nothing is easy. And if anybody tells you it's easy, they are lying to you. I promise you, listen to me. It's not easy, but it's fun. That I can promise you. Life doesn't work that way. And the sooner that you realize that you will not be walking out of these doors and into the position of a CEO of a company, the easier your journey is going to be. Through my career, I have taken a very slow and methodical rise, using every opportunity that has been given to me to the best of my ability. In fact, I was possibly the only person who I know who refused to take up the position of Morning Live when it was first offered to me, a year before I actually became the anchor of Morning Live. Firstly, because I believed I wasn't ready for that position. When the executive producer asked me to please take over that role, I looked them in the eyes, I looked at myself, and I felt, no, I'm not ready. I'm going to fail at that position. Let me finish what I've started on another channel. And if the opportunity arises again, I will take it. And it did arise again. It did. I was offered that position, and I was ready. And I have been ready, and I'm still ready. And this is nearly 11 years down the line. And I think if I'd taken it a year earlier, I don't think those 11 years would have come. Patience and experience pays off. The last thing I want to leave you with today sums it all up. You are enthusiastic, hungry, and eager young souls, wanting to take on the world and achieve your dreams. Please know this, that the universe is full of horrible, bitter people who will do everything in their power to destroy your dreams. Please don't let them. I stand here today and I tell you without a shadow of a doubt that dreams do and can come true. You need to believe in yourself and not in what others tell you. Hard work and passion, and with dedication, enthusiasm, and commitment, nothing and nobody can stop you. I was told very early on in my career that I would never make it in broadcasting, that I did not have what it takes to be a good broadcaster, that I did not have what it takes to be a good presenter or a good journalist, and that I should give it up. and that I should find something else to do. My world was shattered. I was as enthusiastic and as young and as passionate as all of you sitting there now, and imagine someone telling you that now. So I had two options. I either listen to that person and walk away and try something else and destroy my dreams, or I follow my heart and I believe in myself and I believe in my dreams. So ladies and gentlemen, graduates, I tell you today, and I repeat it one more time, dreams do come true. Just believe in yourself. I thank you.
Well, that was a fantastic speech. Let's say thank you again. Our artists for today are the Odeon String Quartet. The string quartet was established at the University of the Free State in 1991 as a permanent full-time resident string quartet. Sharon de Kock, Jan-Louis Muhlmann, and Anne-Marie van de Wusthuizen were appointed in 2008, and in 2013, Samson Diamond joined as first violin and leader of the Odeon String Quartet. During 2014, the quartet gave award-winning performances at various national art festivals, received a UFS Alumni Ambassador Award, and released the CD Bits and Pieces. The quartet has been invited to participate in Birmingham's Chamber Music Festival during 2015 in June, and was recently nominated by the Keynote Fiesta Award, a flagship of the University of the Free State, symbolizing our institution's commitment to the arts. The quartet plays an important strategic role in developing symphony orchestra music and providing classical music training in the Free State in collaboration with the Free State Symphonic Orchestra, the Free State Youth Orchestra, and the Free State Musicon, the Free State Department of Arts and Culture, and PACOF. The Youth Orchestra and the Free State Musicon. So please, let's welcome our jewel in the musical world, the string quartet. Thank you. thank you very much. It's actually being blessed by the gods to be able to make people feel emotion in every bit of their bodies. So thank you to the string quartet. Let's give them another round of applause, please. Now, I would like to call upon the Dean of the Faculty of Humanities, Professor Lucius Botes, to present the candidates for degrees in his faculty.
Mr. Chancellor, I have the privilege to request you to confer the following degrees on the candidates I introduce to you. Baccalaureus Artium Communication Science, Baccalaureus Artium Kommunikasiekunde. Batlezana N. Banda CMW. Bangani NN. Becker CJ in die graad met lof and a degree with distinction. Bezuidenhout DH. Monongo SZ. Boysen ES. Borman MG. Boshupeng BE. Kutsie L and a degree with distinction en die graad met lof. Kutser J. Duguvaya D. De Wet L. Dimo TC. Dioka KB. Dirker JP. Dlalisa FN. De Pre J in die graad met lof and a degree with distinction. Vroneman A in die graad met lof, the degree with distinction. Fuku LK. Kozo L. Hlalele MP. Immelman M. Jacobs M. Jamnek J. Kennedy L. GT KM. Gogwe KS. Keteng S. Gomari M. Kwena KK. Leach H. Limburg CC. Dithebe P. Lou RE. Mafu OZ. Maslatsi ME. Mahoko GA. Mayane JM. Malange S. Malherbe S in die graad met lof, the degree with distinction. Mamabolo DP. Mashalaba CN. Masilo MLM. Masitsa T. Matiso A. Mkani T. Mohanwe LE and a degree with distinction. Mokwena T. Molo MA. Moloi TE. Moloko LE. Monane PC. Morapela KSP. Mostert M in die graad met lof, the degree with distinction. Motseke MS and a degree with distinction. Moyo LB. Nkuku L. Mtumkulu B. Mudau NP. Mundoma CK. Muller RM. Ndaba VT. Nzanza AZ. Ngoloi NL. Nkone NZ. Nkosi N. Nomate S. Ntini NR. Ntlakana NN. Ntlakana LCD. Nsunse K. Nyavane BSL. Peterson T. Patswane NO. Peto CKN. Pika KN. Kwabe NSB. Raj TS. Khadebe RNI. Rakwale ML. Richard EO. Sardina JM. Selau MK. Cecile HT. Smith KM. Stein HL. Toslang TV. Chabalala ST. Chabalala S. Van Aswegen M. Van der Merwe MA. Van Staden EK. Van Vieren LM. Van Seil M. Vilakazi NTP. Baccalaureus RTM Corporate Communication, Baccalaureus RTM Coöperatiewe Kommunikasie. Mojeni W. Baccalaureus RTM Media Studies, Baccalaureus RTM Media Studies. Nyotini N. Baccalaureus in Social Work, Baccalaureus in Maatskaplike Werk. Bakela B. Botha AS, Diamonds R, Dube WN, Hoho AC, no problem. Jacobs AL, Jordan D, Leratu MP, Lesetla SNC, Loubser M, Magagwa S, have a look at the cameras. Maluleka NH, Mapole NG, Masuane R, Mexico FL, Mwepa PE, Mofokwane NC, Moslale RME, Moleko RM, Monyaki RP, Nana DP, Nieuwenhuizen Z in die graad met lof en 'n degree with distinction. Nkowa M, Nokanda BP, Ntlekua SL, Olifant RM, Rifles TP, Rousseau B, Samela ZC, Sefuti MP, Sehole GP, Setlodi LL, Skosana HP. Tau MR. Taylor LD. Baccalaureus Societatis Scientiae, Human and Societal Dynamics, Baccalaureus Societatis Scientiae, Mens- en Samelewingsdinamika. Badnost M. Baganeneng LF. Bester G in die graad met lof, the degree with distinction. Boicanyo MC. Boyson NPID. Boshoff in. Carol S. Klaasens H. Kutsia C. Collins VN. Cronje J. Damane MC. Dingane SS. Disela PJ. Dondolo NP. Dubel M. Drude JC. Duplessis S. Ferreira LA. Geier K. Grobler E. Grobler L. Slanois C. Iqbal AJ. Itobogeng NB. Jackson EB. Jackson MC. Jacobs S. Yadisweni A. Jampies, TA, and a degree with distinction in die graad met lof. Gilly is T. Job is E. Johannes, TN. Johnson, C, and a degree with distinction. Jonas, OT. Gune, T. Huase, DA. Thank you. Godimo, NK. Kutswayo, SS. Kobedi, BC. Kotse, D. Krier, S. Kuze, IN. Kwagile, ME. Leroux is in die graad met lof, the degree with distinction. De Batla, RR. De Kotloane, MO. Linka, KE. Lepman, AS. Leshoro, MG. Loftus, A. Luke, B. Loper, DD. Low, M. Lufele, S. Maasdorp, LN. Yes, you may go. Mabuno is and the degree with distinction. Machoba, RS. Mafisa, OW. Magasi TF. Magerman LRS. Mahine MG. Makai KC. Makakane TM. Makoloi BC. Maleo N. Malgas AM. Malo N. Manka T. Turn around for the cameras. Oh God. Mankai SJ. Mapasa VE. Matkeba P. Martin ER. Marimo DE. Marimo SG. Mashibini SE. Matebesi MP. Machila MN. Matla MM. I will. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't mind you celebrating and rejoicing, but can you keep it short, please? I think all of us want to hear, our relative or family member's name or surname read out. So please, can we keep it dignified? Keep it short, your celebrations. Afterwards, you can party longer and harder. Matlala KP. Matlala MP. Matloko MM. Maton Konyane KF. Matsi K. Matube MP. May CM. Mazibuku NBP. Mazibuko P. Mbetsi MVQ. Mbuli FD. Melatu MV. Mkuma VV. MG Mkwanazi. NB Musi. M Nguni. GZ Nisi. JM Modukanele. In Modzanane. DY Moeka. Moeketsi KS. GM Mofokeng. MI Mofokeng. T Mofuli. KA Mohilwa. Mokatsa MA. Kai Moketi. NA Mogele. D Mokwena. Y Mokomela. MM Mokonyana. KI Molekane. MA Moloi. S Moloi. SC Moloi. A Molosi. RC Molupe. KG Mongana. KP Montweli. SD Morosi. J Morris. K Mosikare. El Mosui. KK Motau. J Motaung. VP Motibi, NJ Motupi, TE Motingwe, SN Motswari, Tim Piti, DE Mpikwane, Mtabane EV, FZ Mtomboti, NI Mtwalu, MR Mukwambi, N Mutsi, Indeya, S Ndlabu, Dear Nell, Weer Nell in die graad met lof, the degree with distinction. Isi Nemutaduni, W Nkulana, BN Nkomo, Noge Kai, NB Nonoise, NR Ntamane, PM Ntsetselane, NM Ntwanambi, PC Nyapudi, BH Uesi, Oosthuizen GH in die graad met lof, the degree with distinction. Oosthuizen J in die graad met lof. F Peach, Titi Pasiwe, V Pekula, RK Pico, Peterson AJ in de degree with distinction in die graad met lof. Didi Pillay, El Pohoe, J. Popham. B.I. Portello. Pretorius S.E. Rademan D. K.E. Radzilani. T.C. Ralibaka. V.E. Ramateletsi. Ramston K.A. and the degree with distinction. Rifles B.C. Romain S.A. P. Rosani. S. Sander. Scott L.B. en de degree with distinction en die graad met lof. N.C. Ashloli. P. Siani. L.P. Sebotelo. M. Sedibe. O.N. Sekalu. P. Setai. K.R. Setoba. K.V. Shuping. S.T. Sihaza. V.C. Simon. K.J. Smith. Steenkamp, CJF. Stuurman N. Taljaard M. en die graad met lof, the degree with distinction. L.A. Tage. K.A. Cheyane. G.I. Tole and a degree with distinction. K.B. Togwe. C.A. Chabalala. L.M. Chabalala. P. P.Y. Chabalala. P.I. Tweo. Van der Merwe A. K.L. Witboy. G. Will. A. Williams. B. E. Witboy. Zaiman M. H.I. Zigode. M.V. Zwane. Baccalaureus Artium Honoris, Communication Science, Baccalaureus Artium Honoris, Kommunikasiekunde. B.A. Bosch. R.B. Brandt. E.M. van Tonder. K.R. Isaacs. M. Jansen van Rensburg. D. King. O. D. Huape. T.S. Lechaba. K. Magano. M. Masitela. S.S. Mbangi. M.C. Mofoka. A. Muller. N. Ngije. N. Ain Seke. KB Selemela. Baccalaureus Societatis Scientiae Honoris. S.L. Baloro and a degree with distinction in psychology. C.J. Bekes with specialization in criminology. T. Botha in criminology. M. Buso in psychology. E. De Wet in criminologie. P.J. Du Plessis in kriminologie. A.L. Franken in sielkunde. K.R.M. Gaba in criminology. E.M. Horn in psychology and a degree with distinction en die graad met lof. R.I. Kabu in psychology with specialization in industrial psychology, and a degree with distinction. L.R. Koopman in criminology. M. Lesekele in industrial psychology. T.V. Maseko in criminology. M.L. Mashamba in criminology. B. Mavundla in sociology. M.G. Mosekedi in psychology. M. Nel in sielkunde. D.M.L. Petrella in sielkunde in psychology. S. Pillay in criminology. D.S. Khadebe in psychology. M.M. Sibitlo in psychology. M. Sekesa in industrial psychology. P. Senso in psychology. N.C. Thompson and a degree with distinction in die graad met lof in sociology en sociologie. M.M. Klebere in psychology. N. Shefuta in criminology. N. J. van der Merwe in bedryfsielkunde. Mr. Chancellor, I have the privilege to request you to award the Dean's Medal to the following candidate. Dean's Medal awarded to a final year student who achieved the best results in respect of a first 3-year baccalaureus degree in the Faculty of the Humanities, toegekend aan die beste finalejaar student ten opsigte van 'n eerste 3-jarige baccalaureusgraad in die fakulteit Geesteswetenskappe, aan meneer Gabriel Hermanus Oosthuizen in 'n BSc kwalifikasie.
Thank you very much. I don't know what you were drinking last night, but this has been the most exciting ceremony of the 5 we've had so far this week. Dames en here, vriende, families van die studente wat vandag graad vang, baie welkom op hierdie baie spesiale aangeleentheid. Ladies and gentlemen, you are very welcome once again at this distinguished ceremony. Now, this is a good day to be alive. It is a good day to be a COFSI because, number one, we are now the Varsity Cup rugby champions in the whole country. Number two, we are the reigning netball champions in the whole country. Number three, we are the reigning tennis champions in the whole country. Number four, the most beautiful woman in the world comes from this campus. And she will be returning in January as a fifth-year medical student after she finishes duties as Miss World. And finally, the smartest students on the planet are here this morning. Talking about smart, all of those who got distinctions. You know, I just need to explain to the parents, what does it mean to get your degree with distinction? You know, what it means is that you had to consistently perform well over the 3 or 4 years of your degree. Those of you who got distinctions, please stand. Give them another round of applause. Thank you very much. These are very smart students, all of them from UNICE. But in any event, we are so incredibly proud of you and delighted to have you here today because that is what this university is about. It is not simply about getting by. It is about doing well. And you've proved that today. Now, students, as much as this is your day today, you know that you did not get here by yourself. You know that you got here through the incredible sacrifices of parents, grandparents, uncles and aunts, members of my staff, many people who've made huge sacrifices. You see this group of ladies sitting here behind Nick Venter, the 3 ladies on the side there. I was watching when their relative came across the stage. You couldn't pay me to see the joy on their faces as they saw. You see, those people made you possible today. Students, would you get up and give a round of applause to the people who brought you here today? Thank you very much. And now tonight you will take them to the Spur. And then, of course, as you know, in our culture, you never ever walk past somebody who taught you without saying thank you. And so the lecturers, professors sitting here in front, or there on my left, and some of them on the stage here, these are the people who taught you. Could I also ask you to give a round of applause to say thank you to those who taught you? Thank you very much. Now, last night I had some of you over for dinner at my home. I wish I could have had all of you, but the place is not that big. And I listened with tears in my eyes once again to the stories that you told about how you got here. And I want to share some of those stories today and also this afternoon because your stories are the stories of a country. It's not just the story about you as an individual, it's the story about you, about us as a country. Think for a moment of a young woman on the outskirts of Durban, in a township in which you don't go out at night in case you get killed. And her mother becomes the first in her family to get a qualification in journalism from one of the Durban universities. Around the time of her graduation, she dies, the mother, in a car crash. And the little daughter says to herself, one day, I'm going to take over from my mother. And today, Valentino Ndaba walked across the stage with a degree in journalism in honor of her mother. And I so wish, Valentino, your mother was here today, to just see the pride on your face as you walked across here. That is a story about Valentino, but it is also a story about our country. I've seen all of you here at some point or the other, either because you were in trouble or because you were yet to be in trouble. And I saw a young woman start her first year here. She was at that point in the entire country, the top student from what is called an Elson school. That is a school for learners with disabilities. And I was so glad that she chose Kofsis to come here and to be a student. But there was something different about the student. And so, as you know, I normally show up at the first year athletics, which we hold at the beginning of every year for the Eerste Jaartjies. And there she was, but there was a problem. Everybody was alone in their lane about to start the 100 meters, except she stood in her lane with another runner. And because I was sitting up in the stadium and couldn't see too closely what was going on, true enough, coming down the lane at great speed was this young woman holding on to her fellow runner because she couldn't see a thing in front of her, but that didn't stop her. She couldn't see anything, but she saw everything. And this year she is in fact also a member of our SRC. I want you to give a round of applause to Lizanne van der Merwe, the amazing young woman. And that is why Lizanne and Valentino, when students come into my office looking for money or trying to explain why they failed a module and trying to tell me, of all people, how hard their lives were and the struggles of their parents, I said, when last did you talk to Lizanne? When last did you talk to Valentino, who didn't even have a parent when she showed up here? Don't tell me your life is difficult, because I know people whose lives are twice as difficult. Some who cannot see, some who cannot hear, some who cannot pay. But every one of them is determined to overcome their disability. That is why we had Elzania this morning. Not because I'm into Miss World competitions or Miss anything competitions, but because it says something about the character of those people. That is what a Kofsi is. Do you know why we won that Rugby Varsity Cup? Did you know nobody in that team is a star? None of them stand out. In fact, very few of them made it into the national team to play the under-20s. But you know why they win by such a big margin? Because everyone there is a member of a team. And they play for each other. And they are determined to win for the first time in history. That is what a Kofsi is. And that is why when the Chancellor says, let's have a moment of silence for what's happening in Durban and now in Joburg, it's because we know we are better than that. It's because we know we can love our brothers and sisters from other African countries. It's because we know we embrace our brothers and sisters with disabilities. It is because we do not discriminate against people because they're white. But do you know what was the amazing thing? I'm sure the Chancellor is going to say something about this. You know what's the amazing thing? When I came here 5.5 years ago, I would not have seen that in this place, I promise you, because everybody was divided. Everybody. Everything at this campus was divided. The churches were divided. The students didn't talk to each other. I spent every day for 3 weeks just dealing with cases of racism on this campus. Every day. Today, a white guy gets the top prize. Who's jumping up there? Black people. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of this campus. I'm so proud of this country. It's because we know we are better than our history. It is because we know we're not captives of the past. It is because we know that together we can actually build a better campus, a better continent, a better country, a better world. And that is why I am so proud to be here today. If it wasn't for you as students, trust me, I would have left here a long time ago. But you give us hope. You give us a sense of what the replacement leadership will look like. Don't worry too much about the leaders we have at the moment. They will come and they will go. If I may quote the Bible, they will come to pass. Not pass the degrees, but just pass, you know. But you are the replacement leader. We look to you, as Archbishop Tutu once said on this campus, we look to you as University of the Free State students to be the leaders in commerce and industry, to be the leaders of non-governmental organizations, to be the leaders of our religious organizations, to be the leaders in sport and the academies, to be the leaders of universities and schools. We look to you to be the leaders of media houses. We look to you to be the leaders of this country, and that is why I sleep so comfortably at night, not because of the darkness we have at the moment, but because of the light that each of you carry in your hearts as COFSI graduates. Every year, we graduate up to 8,000 students, every year. Just imagine sending into this world 8,000 students who not only understand what it means to be academically ambitious, but who understand what it means to be decent as a human being. We believe in you. We are grateful for you. God bless you. And go out there now and change this world. Thank you very much.
Good morning again, ladies and gentlemen. We're now getting close to the conclusion of this impressive and enjoyable graduation session. All that is left of me now is to say a few thank yous and a few words to our graduates. Let's start with in her absence, because she's been coming to each of these graduations, and it's understandable that she cannot sit through all of them. Elzaan van der Berg, who the Vice-Chancellor presented to us this morning. And in her absence, let's wish her well in the Miss Deaf World contest that she'll be participating in, and send her off with our good wishes. And again, we had the Odeon String Quartet playing just incredible music. Nick Venter sent me an SMS yesterday afternoon with the Vice-Chancellor telling us what that music is. And I certainly, if I can get a CD of the music that we listened to this morning, I mean, just absolutely angelic music. And in their absence as well, let's give them another round of applause. There's another powerful and melodic voice that you will hear after I sit down before we conclude this session, and that's Dr. Mathilde Tom-Vium. And Mathilde will sing the national anthem to conclude the session. And because I speak before she sings, I have to say thank you to her before she sings. And the ensemble as well, and Anton Esterhazy. Well done to you guys. You're always here to receive us as we walk in and to send us out. Good to you as well. We had the privilege this morning to listen to a woman who's in our living rooms and bedrooms every morning. Those who wake up early enough, she's there at 6 o'clock in the morning until 8 o'clock. One of the most optimistic South Africans that we have the privilege and the pleasure to interact with at least 5 days a week. I mean, her belief in this country, I mean, and it came through in the speech, but it comes through every morning when you watch her on television. It doesn't matter who she interviews, she brings into that interview that spirit. And I was saying to her as we were walking down, that from the main building, that the first broadcast that she had to do without Voyombuli. I remember people who would not wake up at 6 o'clock to watch Morning Live, making sure that they watched that particular session, to watch how she would handle it. Because the two of them together was just absolutely such a fantastic pair. And all of a sudden, the other leg was not there. And if I'd known her, I would have phoned her after that broadcast and said that the dignity with which she carried that incredibly difficult broadcast, I think will remain in the memories and the minds of many who watched there that morning. And we had the privilege today to have her address you. And what I raised in the Anglican tradition, now Anglicans, those who are, and it's not an insult to the Catholics and the Anglicans, they're absolutely horrible preachers. They just cannot preach. So if you want preaching, you go to the Methodist church or the Presbyterian church. And generally what I do when guest speakers stand before you to give their speech is to say, if I can summarize in a few words what the message was, what for me would be the key point from the speeches. And I picked up two things from what Leanne said this morning, because it's so important. See the big picture. It is about you, yes. But as I was guest speaker yesterday, the young Dumiso Hadebe said, it's about you, but it's also about the 51 million others who are citizens of this country. But it is also about those who are being killed today, because their countries are in such state of disrepair that they had to flee their countries and come into this country. It's true, some of them have come here just for economic gain. It's true, some of them have joined, and let me say it, and I want you to understand me. Some of them have come here and joined what we're already doing in this country in selling drugs to young people. But to accuse them of having brought drug selling into this country is to be the most disingenuous. That's who you represent. The second thing that Leanne said, which again resonates with what young Dumiso said yesterday. She said, you are the key to unlocking the future potential of this country. Dumiso came to this key thing from a slightly different point by reminding us that this year being 2015, you graduate in the year when this country on the 27th of April turns 21 as a democracy. Now, when he said that, it reminded me of what the 21st birthday represents in the life of a human being. Normally, those families that are in the tradition, or those families that can afford, they'll go buy you a key. And they call it the key of life, or the key into your life. Both Ndumiso and Leanne look at you as the key to unlock the future potential of this country. The Vice-Chancellor reinforces that message and says that currently we have the leaders, as they say, that we deserve. We'll continue to have the leaders that we deserve, and we cannot wait for the time when those leaders will be from amongst you, because we know this will be a much better country than the country currently is or the country has ever been. So go out there and do yourselves proud. Go out there and do your teachers proud. Go out there and do those people sitting up in the bleachers proud. But most importantly, do not betray the hard work that has brought you to where you are now. Do not betray the hard work of those people sitting up in the bleachers to get you to where you are today. God do us proud. The Vice-Chancellor, even though yesterday you promptly forgot and got into your car and drove off, this time I'm going to make sure that you don't forget them. The Vice-Chancellor requests that all those who got their degrees with distinction, as everybody goes out, stay in the hall for a photo opportunity with the Vice-Chancellor. And yesterday I had to sub for the Vice-Chancellor. But one of the things in this graduation session, and I've kind of been reflecting on it, Mr. Vice-Chancellor, as to what this could represent. This is the 5th session this week. And my rough estimation is that of all those who got distinctions, 80% were females. Now, I've been in this role for 5 years. I've watched this trend shift from about 70% male, 30% female 5 years ago to the reverse of that, 70% female and 30% male. I don't know what that means, but I am delighted that you guys have become mythbusters. It used to be that if there were distinctions, you'll find them in communications and domestic sciences, those that we, the arrogant natural scientists, call the soft sciences. But I can tell you, it was 70-30 on Tuesday when we were doing natural and agricultural sciences. It was 70-30 yesterday when we were doing economic and management sciences and humanities. Something is happening in the world. Something has turned in the world, and I cannot be happier about how healthier this world is going to be with women leading this world. Men have messed it up long enough. So those who got their degrees with distinctions, please stay behind for a photo opportunity with the Vice-Chancellor. And I cannot resist the temptation to say the winner of the medal. First time that I saw the winner take a spontaneous lap of honor. You took the longest route possible to the seat. and I enjoyed every minute of it, and I hope you did too. Ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the conclusion of the session. The university takes pleasure in inviting you all for refreshments in the examination venue EXR4, which is to the east, that is to the right as you walk out of this hall, of this venue. We will shortly rise and join in the singing of the national anthem, which will be led by Dr. Mathilde Tomvium, accompanied by ensemble directed by Anton Esterhazy. After the singing of the anthem, you are requested to remain standing while the congregation is dissolved until the main and academic processions have left the hall. Shall we please rise? By virtue of the power vested in me as Chancellor, I hereby dissolve this congregation of the University of the Free State.